All right, everybody, it's your two fearless leaders coming back at you with our second attempt at a flipped version of some professional learning. We wanted to give everybody an opportunity to stop, catch their breath. Our learning communities are coming up. They're meeting after school this Thursday, and we wanted to give you just a few reminders and kind of set the expectation for what we want to occur during that first meeting. So the first piece you have to remember is, what learning community am I in? We had our working memory, AVID, technology, the anchor comprehension kits for kindergarten through second grade, word work, vocabulary development, or project-based learning. So if someone within that group would take that leadership role and begin the conversation of where you may meet, we would appreciate that. And then please keep in mind over the next couple times as you sit down, if you begin to discover that the group that you're in, for whatever reason, is not meeting your learning needs, your professional needs, it is okay to find a new group. We want these to be fluid. We want the learning to be controlled by you. We want it to be relevant for you, and we want it to be successful for you. So please find a learning community that helps fit your needs professionally.
Okay, so our expectations for the first meeting is to review the norms that's attached to the email, or you can establish your own norms. And also establish a SMART goal. And remember that the SMART goal, it needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based.
All right, so tracking your progress. How are you guys going to remember what you discussed from meeting to meeting, and how can we share it with others? So last year, if you recall, we had the notebooks that you guys took your notes in, and we used as a platform to have dialogue back and forth to continue the conversations even when the meetings weren't happening. So what are you going to use this year? Will you continue to use a notebook, or will you up the ante per se and do a Google document that people can access and collaborate with? Will you create your own Twitter handle for your specific learning community and create hashtags to follow along? Or may you venture into the blogging world and create a blog so that people can constantly collaborate and give feedback back and forth on what you may be learning? I'm sure there's other ways that you have in mind that you will share your learning with others. Ultimately, we want you to have a way to recall what you're discussing as you have each meeting, and we want a resource for those in the building that aren't necessarily a part of your learning community but want to know what you're learning, a resource to point them in the direction to, so that they have somewhere they can go to see what you're learning, and you've got a resource to share with others. And remember, our primary purpose for being here, yes, we are teachers, but before that, we are learners. So throughout this process this year, we want to be sure that we are embracing the learning rather than teaching as the fundamental purpose of why we are at Sigler Elementary.
Okay, so the most important thing that you're going to do in your PLC is that you got to figure out what you're going to learn about. So begin thinking about how you're going to achieve your goal. You've established your norms, and then you've set your SMART goals. So then now you're going to see what you want to learn in your team. You can do that through a book study, reading articles, having conferences, or having guest speakers. You are in control of your learning.
So at the end of each meeting, it's appropriate to discuss what are you going to do between now and the next time your learning community gets together. So please be thinking about what that focus may be. It might be to collect some observable data, some measurable data between now and the next meeting to bring back to the learning community and share what you have found. It might be an assignment. You might find something to read or assign something to read. But we want the time away from the group to be just as beneficial as your time together. So as you walk away, be sure you have what your focus is between now and the next meeting, and know what you're going to bring back to the group to share when you sit down again. Ultimately, we want this to be an exciting experience for the staff at Sigler Elementary. We know the power of learning communities, and we know the power of being able to control your learning. So we hope that you enjoy Thursday's meeting. It allows you to get with a group of folks that are interested in learning about the same thing you are, and we're excited to see where it goes.